Let's go on a hike. Let's go to the mountaintops. Let's go see the mountains show off. Let's go see where angels learn to fly. Let's go on a hike.
Good morning, Fancy Pants and Curious George here. He's still waking up. I'm not going to turn the camera around at my face because I've got my headlamp on. So I just wanted to show you, I'm getting my food for the day set up. You can see I've got some Snickers bars, I've got a fig bar, I've got a package of cashews, and then I have some Triscuits with some Cheez-Its, those really thin Cheez-Its, the snapped ones or something. I don't know what they're called. And some cheese and some salami. So this is what I will munch upon as I'm hiking today. I have 11.5 miles to go to a site called the Ferguson Memorial. It's supposed to be a nice campsite. It's up at elevation, but the temperatures have warmed up, so I don't think that will be a problem in terms of being cold. It's a little bit nippy this morning, but nothing like what I have experienced the past couple weeks. So it's been a welcome change. And I'm going to pan around over here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not because of my headlamp light, but let's give it a try. Ooh, yeah. Sun is going to come up right over there. Really pretty. I'm going to turn my headlamp off and see if the lighting is any different. Yeah, a little bit better. So it's going to be real pretty in just a minute. I'll see if I can get a few pictures or maybe another short video in a few minutes. All right, Fancy Pants and Curious George, it's 6:55. We are getting ready to leave North Duggar Mountain Shelter, and our goal is to make it to Ferguson Memorial today. I just looked on my app, and water is going to be an issue. I'm going to have to carry water because there's nothing close to where I have planned to stop for tonight. It's just a dry section, so I will be kind of looking out for that today because that's not something I want to have to really worry about, is having enough to drink. So anyways, we are ready to go. George is not going to get into any mischief today. He better not, because we have 11.5 miles to do, so we can't afford any backtracking. Check in with you later. Fancy Pants here, check in. I am at the Terrapin Creek Dam, which is the spot that I was going to camp at last night and decided not to go on. Hindsight's always 20/20. It was a relatively easy hike. I certainly could have done it, but it is what it is. Once you make a choice, you just live with it. So continuing down the trail, it's this nice little flat area, and I'm not exactly sure if this is where people would suggest to camp or if it's actually on the dam, but we'll walk up a little bit and see what happens. Beautiful day out. Birds are chirping, sun is out. You can tell it's going to be a warm day. Got a lot of ups and downs today though, so I guess deep down inside I'm a little bit concerned that the distance to Ferguson is going to be a little too much, but got to kind of push that thought out of my mind and just keep walking. Well, there's a little sign. Looks like we are going to go across the dam. Cool. Ooh, it's really sunny. I think I'm going to have to pause the camera. Really kind of pretty. Oops, dropped my glove. Hold. Okay. I can see where this would be a nice place to camp, even if there is no water. Having the sun come up in the morning, shine down on your tent, be nice. Oh, and here we have a sign. I don't know if y'all can read it. Mount Katahdin, Maine. It's only 2,441 miles. Wow. All right. I think we're good. I'm gonna continue on. And there's where you can see the water coming out the other side. The sun's really bright, so it's probably not the best shot, but we will continue on. And like I said, we've got some pretty good ups and downs today, but we'll deal with it as it comes later. I stopped at this beautiful spot to enjoy a little snack / lunch break. The sun was beautiful. The little waterfalls were pretty. Just a great place to stop and relax and kind of soak it all in. So this one is too low for the limbo and too high to try to crawl over. So I'm gonna have to get down to my hands and knees and go under. Yeah. It's Panch and Curious George checking in. This is a tough section of trail today, climbing up over Oakey Mountain. Man, oh man. Just trying to take one step at a time. My ankle feels decent, so that's good. But it's hard. It's hard today. Once again, it doesn't look like much on camera, but I'm going up about 1,000 feet over the course of a mile. And I'm having to stop like every several trees just so I can catch my breath. My legs feel okay, but it's just not the kind of hiking that at this point in my training that I'm particularly liking. Hey, just thought I'd do a quick midday check-in. I finally got to the top of Oakey Mountain. OMG. These old legs had a tough time. But we made it. It was a lot of elevation change in a relatively short distance. So I stopped when I got up to the top. I was going to wait and have a snack break at Oakey Mountain Shelter. But I thought, you know what? I turned the corner of the ridge and the sun is just gorgeous right here. And I have a nice flat rock that I'm sitting on. So I'm kind of rebuilding my strength, readjusting my attitude a little bit. I told you guys, I said, I'll keep it real. There are times when I struggle, and this was one of them. So, but it's okay. It is okay. I'm going to turn the camera around. So, really nice view here. Even though the trees are in the way, I mean, you can just see the blueness of the mountains in the distance. It's really pretty. I'll see if I can zoom in at all. And the sun is just beating down on me right now. I put my mid layer on because I didn't want to get chilled, but it just feels so good. So good. So I'm going to hang here for a minute and just enjoy being outside in the quiet and check in with you all later. Hey, Fancy Pants here. Just wanted to update you. While I was taking that snack break back on the nice sunny rock, I was able to make a few text messages and contacted my friend / hiker helper in Cave Spring, and she has offered to pick me up at High Point Trailhead
tomorrow so that I can avoid the rain that's coming in on Friday, which is really good. It's going to be another tough climb tomorrow, similar to what I had today. And I was stressing out a little bit about, well, how am I going to make the miles and do that and be where I need to be to avoid the rain. And yes, I will go to great lengths to avoid hiking in the rain. I know I'm going to have to do it at some point, but if there's any way to work around it, you can rest assured that I'm going to make that happen. So I'm feeling a little more energized and relieved that I have a plan that I think is going to work and won't stress me out at the same time. So just wanted to update you. Woohoo! I don't know if you can see what I see off in the distance, but it is Oakey Mountain Shelter, and that is where I will be staying tonight. So let me zoom back out real quick. So seems like kind of a short day, 6 miles, but it was a challenging 6 miles, so I'm good. And tomorrow that leaves me with 9. But I'm going to try to get even an earlier start tomorrow and hopefully be on trail sometime between 6 and 6:30 so that I can allow myself enough time to get to High Point Trailhead where my trail friend Julie is going to pick me up. So I'm okay with that. And I would have gone a little bit further today, but I think this is the shelter where the time changes back to Eastern time. So it's really 3:30, not 2:30. Oops. Okay. And there she is. Looks like nobody else is here. Always nice to have the shelter to yourself. And they have those nice little shelves off to the side so I can do all my food prep there. Cool. I am liking the way this looks. Now here the sign says Oakey, but I'm not sure if it's Oakey or Oakley. Anyway, we're here. Yay. Each shelter has a logbook that hikers can sign when they visit or stay in the shelter. And here I also found this hiker's prayer. There was only one copy, so I took a picture of it, but I just thought it was kind of neat.